What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. Well, we're going to start a new video here in a rest area a little bit east of North Platte, Nebraska. Got Orwell behind me, the real star of the show. Orwell is my 1984 Peterbilt 362 Cabover. Of course, we got our green APU running, keeping me nice and roasty toasty in this chilly weather. Got my Starlink sitting up on top, getting ready to actually pack it all up and get done because we uploaded a video. Let me show you the load that I got right now, though. This load is, well, it's the one I picked up yesterday afternoon into last night, I should say. And that load is a day cab Volvo, which apparently there's drama. Imagine that. And no, I don't mean all the coolant and oil that's just dripping all over my trailer since you loaded it. So, yeah. So this unit was apparently, from what I could see on the stickers on the inside, it was a Penske. Was it Penske? Was it Ryder or Penske? I can't remember. They should have it up here. Here, I'll show it to you. See the door. All right, let's make sure the mirror doesn't hit the deal there. So we put all the stuff that was up on the roof inside. Nuts and bolts here. There's a Ryder. There's a Ryder Platinum with Domino's Pizza, apparently. Yeah, so for us to be able to haul this, we had to take that roof air dam wing deal off the roof and I set it on the trailer. Now that, of course, is causing drama because it was X amount of freight to haul it, and we said, okay, we'll haul it for that amount, blah, 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 pick it up out there by Denver, in Longmont, I think it was, a little north of Denver, about 30 miles, and then run it out to Addison, Illinois. But they were like, okay, Ritchie Brothers wasn't going to take that piece off because it was at the auction. It's a non-runner, so they'll load it on the trailer, but taking it apart and setting it all up, that's not a Ritchie Brothers thing. They gave me a number to hire this other contractor. So it's supposed to be dealt with between the customer and them, the contractor that did this, and the customer, not us directly. I didn't have to sign for anything, it wasn't my deal. Well, so now there's issues, so whatever. As far as I'm concerned, listen, he wants to haul a piece of equipment, you know the equipment you're asking for, you didn't get a wrecker. If you had a wrecker, you could have just towed it, but you didn't, so you put it on a double drop, top had to come off. You got to pay what it costs to take the top off. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I mean, seriously. Am I supposed to pick this thing up from up there and set it down gently? I mean, if it didn't need it, I guess I could have just unbolted it and pushed it off, but then you damage it. So that's how it goes. Meanwhile, this pig is just dripping everything all over my trailer. Look at that. Oh, I forgot to show you the best part. The sticker on the windshield. I put it in the video yesterday. Read that. Do not start. Main bearings out. So apparently she spun her main bearing. Not just a rod, but a main. Anybody who knows anything about engines knows that that's real, real bad. Because destroys the block. So yeah, Volvo D13, I guess, is what's on there. Just an oil dripping pig. All right, so that's our load. Picked it up out there in Denver, or just north of Denver, and now we're going to take it up to Addison, Illinois. So once I'm done doing my computer work, we get the logbook caught up, get Orwell fired up, and get on down the line. I'm going to go inside. It's cold. If you haven't noticed, I don't have like a winter coat. I mean, I have one in the truck, obviously, but I try not to wear it. Yeah, I'm in denial. Anybody told you I'm not a fan of the winter? Tried to roll that beautiful cold footage. Couldn't see if I got it done though or not. Yeah, cold transmission. I'll have to find out why that does that. Bring it down to high, then drop it down. It's just the air slider. It gets, even when it's hot outside, like it's not winter, summer dependent. It has to do with whether it's at the operating temperature. Now we're in top gear. I think I mentioned it earlier, we're a little bit east of North Platte, Nebraska. Once you get past North Platte, there's a rest area, a pretty good sized one. Got parked in there. And I wanted to be, it was full, so I pulled off to the side there. There was trucks behind me and in front of me. And I wanted to see if I got away from other trucks and trailers, if the Starlink got any faster. So I edited video. So I got done editing video and then I set it to upload while I was sleeping. I got up, it was still chewing, but not really that much left. And then I just took care of other computer work I had going. I had to look up some stuff online, some shopping stuff. Had a nice conversation with Matt on the phone. Talking to him about stuff. It was a good day so far. Then I get a call from the office. They were asking about stuff dealing with that piece getting taken off the top of the truck. So the story I was told was, when I picked up the truck, or rather when I got the call, they're like, yeah, it's a day cab tractor, paying this amount, blah, blah, blah. Wasn't really thrilled about the rate, but I literally just got unloaded. I didn't want to sit there for days and days. I didn't want to go home empty. I'm like, you know what? I'm not thrilled about it, but I'll run it. I mean, it's enough to make money on. Ain't making it rich. It ain't great, but it's all right. Like, just alright. That's the way it is. Roast me in the comments if you think I'm wrong, but whatever. Go home empty, or sit there waiting for nothing. So anyway, I decided to take it. They were like, well, hey, can you take this off? And they sent me a picture of the truck. I'm like, no, not one that big. No, I'm not even gonna make the attempt. So they called the customer, and I'm like, well, the guy will haul it, but you're gonna have to take the piece off. So they're like, okay. Then they call around and says, yeah, well, we need Ritchie Brothers to load the truck on the trailer. Give them $100 and they'll take it off, and they'll, I'll reimburse you on the other end. Like, okay, no problem. Get down there, and Ritchie Brothers like, yeah, we'll load it, that's part of the auction, but we're not gonna take it apart. Here's this contractor, call them. This is all on yesterday's video. So I'm like, all right, so I called them up, and they said, yeah, we'll take care of it, no big deal, but we gotta have you guys take care of, email it. We'll email you a credit card packet, or a payment packet, that way we can get paid on it, charge a credit card, whoever's paying the bill. I'm like, okay. So I forward that to my dispatch. At that point, my hands are clean, I'm done with it. So they sent out the packet, and then there's a phone call where they wanted like a estimate on what it was gonna cost, and the driver's like, well, the guy that did the job said, well, based on time. Okay, they agreed and went along the way. So now the customer or the owner, somebody, broker, whoever, is complaining about the amount that contractor charged to do it. and how they're doing the billing. Well, the way they're doing the billing is they were there for, they weren't, you know, with me, and we got the screenshots of the calls, and the time it was when they were questioning the bill was they worked for me for about 2 hours. But then they hit them for another 2 hours for the fact it was a mobile unit and drive time. So I guess they're beefing about, does a mobile unit on site already, should he charge you for the drive time? In other words, who gets charged for the drive time? The first customer, or all the customers? Or do you just not charge drive time because you drove there, took care of at least 2 people who paid the drive time? Or does both customers got to pay the drive time and the contractor just puts in his pocket? Either way, that's not my problem. I've told them I was not removing the air fairing off the top. I'll be glad to haul it, but you have to get it done. So I am out of the billing process when it comes to that. So naturally, dispatch is calling me to find out whether I had signed anything. I said, no, it wasn't my deal. I didn't sign anything. So they're like, okay, that covers us. So I explained to everybody on site that personally, I really didn't give a rip, but I knew I'm covered, and that's good enough for me. But that was how that piece of drama had ended, and that's how it continued today, I should say, with the phone calls. But last I spoke to dispatch, they were happy as punch. I did my job, and everybody's happy, except the one that doesn't want to have to pay to reduce a truck down the side so it can be hauled on a low boy. Baby Yoda sitting in the passenger window. The baby. Now, I'm sure the customer, whoever bought this truck, is aware that they do make wreckers that can hook that truck up on a wheel lift and drag it by its drive axle and then drag it backwards, that have sleepers on them. And you could have sent a wrecker all the way from Addison, Illinois, all the way to Denver or Longmont, pick up this truck and then haul it all the way back and pay the round trip. So if we're crying over $300, and that's the difference, about $300, then you should have just hired a wrecker for probably 5 to 8 times what we're charging to haul it and been happy. I mean, I just don't know where people think that you can expect me to just take it off the truck, not be liable, you know, and still not scratch it or damage it. I'm just one guy with some hand tools. I think it's just going to get done as if it was like a $100 bill. Or have a road service guy come out there for supposedly a half-hour worth of work, which legitimately did take 2 hours. Because it wasn't just the air fairing, it was the stack also. And the air fairing came down in pieces. It's a 3-piece part that came out. The part that goes on the roof and the extenders that go up along the side. And he legit worked for 2 hours. So how do you expect a road service guy to come out for 2 hours because somebody told you it was a 30-minute job and he'll do it for $100? Now, was it a small air deflector like what was on the top of my Ford CL9000? Maybe that's what they were thinking. I don't know. Either way, I'm hauling the truck. It needs to be ready to be hauled when I get to it. If not, someone's got to pay that difference, right? Makes sense to me. So either way, here we are going down the road, trying to enjoy life. I'm glad I was able to get stuff accomplished this morning. Been trying real hard to keep the video uploads, you know, constant. I used to do 4 a week. I'm trying to get back up to 4 a week. Just seemed to be a good, well-rounded number. Maybe 3 a week is better. I'm not really sure. But I did consistently with 4 and did fairly well with it. So my thought was I'll try to keep that pace going, depending on the videos and what I got going on. So far, so good. Beacon on that road grader just barely cleared that bridge. However, it did clear. He passed me. I was trying to figure out why he was oversized. He's over height. Alrighty, boys and girls, we're approaching Omaha. We're going to stop at 439. There's a QT over there, like a quick trip. Spelled with a Q and a T, not a quick trip like in Wisconsin. A little different. I remember coming across here and seeing it was a lot cheaper than the Loves. Loves at 440. Last mile mark in Nebraska is 454. So we're going to get fuel and press on east. I figure I'll put the cameras up for one time tonight. If it's dark out, there should be like decent lighting to have some kind of view rolling through Omaha. And that sky does not look promising. Granted, again, it's getting dark. It's a little after 5 o'clock. But up ahead, there's some snow in Iowa. I don't know if it's gonna be bad or not. It's just, you know Iowa. Well, if you don't, it doesn't take much to screw up those roads and get them real greasy. So hopefully it's just a little thing rolling through without creating a big, massive problem. But like I said, it's Iowa. Yeah, 328 a gallon. 340 something back, like North Platte and a few other places back away, so. inside. So quick update for unloading. It should be tomorrow at 10. They're like, what time do you want to be there? I'm like, late morning, like 10 be all right, I guess. I'm like, okay. So then it turned into the whole thing of how were they going to unload it? I said, you know, they were like, well, what time do you want to be there? I'm like, it doesn't really matter what time I want to be there. What time is equipment to unload it going to be there? It's a non-runner and it don't roll. So what time? So it was like, well, he said, let them know when you be there. I'm like, you know what, 10 o'clock. That way it'll give them enough time to get a wrecker over there. And I don't have to really beat myself up to get there like really early. That's basically my thought process. To be honest, I'm really not getting the warm and fuzzies on this one either, but so far for me it hasn't been that bad. Just some drama regarding the bill for the air fairing to be removed, but that really wasn't my problem, so I'm definitely cool with that. But they really did not set up this place with much thought. Either that or they said it worked with what they had. Whichever. Alright, here we are. Right now we got it figured. Look at something real quick I saw on the back of my trailer. I'm not really too thrilled about this. So the original owner put these fancy chrome lights on them. Yeah, chrome lights. But it's starting to act up. See how bright these are? How bright these are not. Yeah, so I gotta replace these. I don't like how that is. Even these are getting funky. See the diodes on the top are out. This is what they're supposed to look like. Yeah. Might be a bad wire going to all of them. Not really sure. Gotta figure that out. I'll mess with that when we get home. They're on, they're lit, they're just not the best. See, like even here, that's what they're supposed to look like. These I'm getting, these I'm deleting though. These are for when you pull in a wide load. You just pull them out, like so. So yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to deal with in the near future. Okay, got that handle. Alrighty. Oh, that damn window drives me nuts. Forgot to mention, I took care of that light problem. Now they're all bright in the back. Turned out it was a loose pigtail. I split the pins a little bit on the pigtail. Bear in mind, there's two of them. You got the plug goes into the tractor itself, the plug that goes into the trailer, and then the plug that goes from the gooseneck into the main wiring harness of the lower deck of the trailer. And it wasn't the one from the gooseneck to the trailer, it was from the trailer to the pigtail going to the tractor at the gooseneck part of it. Like a wiring problem with the trailer, it's just a stupid loose pigtail. Because you got the Quick Trip, which is with a K in Wisconsin, Quick Trip, and then QT back there. And then of course over here you got the Sap Brothers, that's been there forever. And then the Loves over here on the right. What's Loves wanting? I think 383. Just switched over to gas. Can't read that. 378 for, wow, full 50 cents a gallon more between the Quick Trip and the Loves. That's worse than Colorado. Between like a fuel discounter, like a Quick Trip or something like that, QT, and the Loves, it's like $1. Like $1, it was almost $1.30. I think I mentioned in yesterday's video. So yeah, I just think that's criminal. There just isn't that big a difference in fuel. Even in Wisconsin, the Quick Trips, they're not all the same. They're all a little different depending on which one you're at. There could be a 30, 40 cent swing between different areas or different regions. I never quite understand that, but that's nowhere near as bad as what I saw in Colorado. That was just criminal. That trailer, I honestly thought I was going to have to fiddle fart around with the wiring at night, right where it was sitting, or just let it be and then bring it home and then bring it in the shop. So once I unload tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to reload quick or reload for over the weekend or what the deal is. I don't really know. We'll find out tomorrow.